Hey, Valentine's Day is today, and people are gonna go see movies. A movie that came out on Valentine's Day for some reason was Alita, Battle Angel. This is why I do a movie review show. My name is Vincent Raven, and here is our reviews. I'm sick and dying. Moving on. So, when talking about Anita, you have to kind of realize right off the bat that it is an adaptation to a popular manga from whenever. Did I know that? I figured, because Hollywood can't make anything original anymore. So I figured. But I didn't think it was gonna matter. And it doesn't, and it didn't. Because in the end of the day, the movie's still a movie. And I ended up walking away feeling pretty unsatisfied and almost like I had had a lot of my time toyed with. And I'll explain some of that in a little bit. So, Anita is without a doubt a feast for the eyes. It is something that you just want to stare at and go into this world of heavily cybernetic people and cyborgs and just all this really fun and exciting stuff. The problem is that the pacing of the game ends up throwing off so much of what could have been a much better experience. We're going from this story of this, for all intents and purposes, girl falling in love with a boy, and then we get hardline shift into this bar fight, almost because it seems like the creators were like, oh, we need to have something exciting for our anime waifu movie. Quick, let's go to the ball fight for the mercenaries and have her beat up a bunch of people. Oh, why would you do that? Because she wants the help, obviously. Because that's what you do. You beat up people when you need the help. Obviously. And it is a coming-of-age story, so a lot of it is seeing this world through Anita's eyes and seeing how she doesn't know all the answers, even though she is an old as shit dinosaur relic character. She was just born yesterday, and she's experiencing all these new and exciting things for the very first time. And yeah, the movie does play a lot with this, and it is a lot of fun. You see her bite into an orange like it's an apple because hijinks. And there are plenty of really fun moments in the movie. Of just showing off Anita's character and her goodness. She's a dog lover and likes long walks to the beach, and it is definitely into sports. Which, great. And it's a wonderful little tour through the world with Anita. Other than that, though, you have the overbearing parent figure in Dr. Ido, which you end up learning is because he has a tragic backstory with children, but at this point you've already kind of assumed that because, no character can do anything good unless they've had an emotional backstory that kind of resembles something of that nature. And I guess movie's got a movie, bro. Then you meet up with this lovable character named Han? Someone with an H. H-Man. The H-ster. You meet up with the H-ster, I'm gonna call him, because I forgot his name. My memory's going, guys. I'm sorry. You meet up with the H-ster, and he ends up being all like, yeah, I have a dream, and that's to be the very best like no one ever was, and get the fuck out of this shit stain of a country, of a city, and go up to the shit stain in the sky. You're like, okay, sure, cool. Sounds like a good time. Sounds like something that, most people would want to do in that scenario. So I get it, truly. I do. And then you end up seeing him struggle with some of his life decisions now that he's been shown the world through a new set of eyes. And then you end up going, and then he ends up feeling debating and almost changing his mind on some of the things he's been doing because of this new lease on robotics life, I think. It sounds like that's what it was going for. I'm not sure if they actually got there, but it sounds like that's what they were going for. If you can't tell that I ended up walking out of this movie feeling hella conflicted, then you might not have been paying attention. It's fine. It's completely fine. So, with all of our characters kind of there and a bunch of side characters that show up from time to time and then almost seem to be forgotten by the script until they're like, oh hey, that's still a character we have. It does well with what it has. To the point, well, there was a character, there was this moment that it feels like it's supposed to be this emotional, like, oh no, not her. And I was like, that's a cool visual gag. Look at her. Just a pair of eyeballs and a brain. Cool. And I didn't really get that emotional punch that they were going for. Partially because for the amount of time that she's in the movie, she's not really important. Like, she's there, she's ominous, she's kind of creepy. But then she kind of just buzzes off. And you're not really given a reason to care about her all that much. But it's decisions like that that kind of make the movie feel like it has a whole checklist of things it wants to do, but doesn't know the best way of getting them done. And I'm saying that because I did go see this movie with a couple of friends because I didn't want to go by myself because I had no idea what I was getting myself into. And they were like, we have to understand that it's an adaptation of the movie. And I'm like, I get that, I really do. But I still don't know what's happening. So there was that. I'm gonna sneeze now. Gross. So at the end of all that, you end up really questioning, well, is anyone really good? Is any of this coming to a point? And obviously there's going to be a point because then the movie takes this shifts into, oh, well, the Watchers and the people that are in control of things and they're evil and that's not good. We should break that. We should break that hold on the people and let the people do the things that they want to do when they want to do it because the people. Fuck yeah. Not so America. And it starts showing like the seeds of rebellion, which generally was super cool. Really enjoyed that part. Those parts of the film. Unfortunately, it's like the last half of the movie. Not even the last half, like the last 10, 15 minutes of the movie. And it's like, oh, that's where you were going with all that. Cool. We ever gonna, get there? No? Okay. That's upsetting. You took my $12 for me to be upset? Cool. Have a nice day, movie industry. And that's pretty much it. Like, there's not a lot you can really talk about when it comes to it without spoiling almost way too much. I might have already spoiled way too much, but yeah, now. Things happen. So, that's my spoiler-free part of the review. If you guys saw it or would like to see it, let me know what you think in the comment section down below. If I overstepped, went too far, or just think that I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Because, hey, you're probably right. Alright. If you all stay at this point, I'm assuming you like spoilers or just don't give a shit. So here we go. So, how did everything turn out? Because there's like a whole little murder plots going on, kind of in the side stage. Like, oh hey, people are dying and they're getting murked for reasons, and then it's like, okay, we have to find the murderer because we're good people. We fight for justice, and then that doesn't really go anywhere. And then it's like, okay, well, we got to get up to the floating city because the floating city is where all the good stuff happens. Because the floating city is where peace, love, and magic happens. Alright, let's get to the floating city. We don't get to the floating city. Oh, okay. Well, the last part of this movie is all about, like, fighting against the man. So we'll fight against the man, right? We're not. We don't get to fight against the man. Well, what about the sport thing? She really likes the sport thing. We're gonna go do sport things. You get to see her fall in love with the sport, and you get to see her do a tryout, which ends up just being a really murderous game of cat and mouse. But that doesn't really go any well. Okay, well, maybe she's a different person? I mean, it's a coming of age movie. Maybe she's had this great character development, and she's gonna be someone completely new and maybe not so naive. Well, uh, yeah, she's, she's a little bit rougher, she's a little bit more, I don't give a fuck, and, it's really great, and we're having a good time. Oh, okay. We're gonna go somewhere with this? Yeah, yeah, totally. In the next movie. What? In the next movie. What do you mean the next movie? Oh, well, we definitely wrote that she's going somewhere. Definitely gonna go places. We even gave her this cool action pose that we used in some of the trailers and stuff. So she's definitely going places. Definitely going places. We definitely wouldn't, like, put that as a part of a thing. Like, she's a battle angel or something, and then have this poster that shows, like, oh, she's going to go to fighting. Be a battle angel. We definitely wouldn't have that in the movie if it wasn't going to be in the movie. Like, we definitely put that in. And, we do, and then it goes to black, and the credits start rolling, and you're like, what the fuck? Like, there have been a number of movies lately that have really played off the goodwill of there being a sequel. And that's not what we want. It's gotten to the point where me and my friend, we were walking out of the movie theater just screaming at the top of our lungs. Like, is it so hard to make just a point A, point B, point C movie that it's not happening? Why doesn't it happen anymore? And, we haven't come up with an answer yet. Besides, it's about money. It's about that motherfucking money. So, yeah, no. But in the end, the movie, Alita Battle Angel, at least to me, feels like it's doing one too many things. And it ends up being an okay movie with a bunch of different plot lines that only about half of them really get resolved. And they're not the half you expect to get resolved either. They're kind of resolved like, oh, that was a thing that we had to know as well. You're not wrong. And I don't know. It feels like this movie ends up spending way too much time not fully knowing where it wants to be and where it wants to go. And that's a shame. It really is. But that is truly all I have. Would I recommend seeing this movie? Probably not. I would Redbox the shit out of it, though. It's a fun world to be in, and Nina's a really fun character. But other than that, I don't recommend shelling out the cash for it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.